fun. But I just think that's very interesting because this series here, Exodus versus Mucket, this was the one that was the most contentious, the closest in predictions. Like, there was people on both sides of it here, and I thought Mucket were probably going to take it 3-2, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. You remembered Cuxer was one of the players I predicted to flop. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I thought I predicted Maestro and Kronovi to flop. I didn't say Cuxer would flop at all. I thought Cuxer was going to show up. I heard a lot of people saying Cuxer would flop, and I was like, no way, he's going to show up. Cux is like stone cold killer. Eat killer? Nah, I thought it was pretty cool. Golden Ranger 8, bet I will. Fix the title, thanks dude. I absolutely will. Thank you for that.
Other side, we got Exodus, the God Slayers. First team to take a series off iBuyPower, the only team to do it consistently. These guys were underdogs. We didn't know who Garrett was in the first qualifier. Everyone knows him now. This is going to be incredible.
Tell a story. I'm going to tell all the stories after the VOD reviews. We're going to watch this series. We're going to watch Flipside vs IBP. Then I'll talk about some LAN boys stories. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. You had a conversation about why he doesn't drink at the after party. Punkster, I'd be very interested to hear that. I did not hear that. I did not hear that story.
What is your prediction for this one?
Don't make me do it. I'm not going to do it again.
You can do it. I believe in you. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. We're going to have
Why is Carp afraid of making a prediction? Come on, dude. Get your predictions out there.
At the RLCS International Finals. Game number 1 set to start on DFH Stadium. We'll see how this one pans out. Pashy and Garrett going on kickoff. Will be going mostly in favor of Exodus there in the kickoff, but Seeker responds. Moses to Turtle. Nice passing from the Exodus players. It's going to be going into the orange corner. Pashy's going to try and push this one out.
So already a lot of pressure coming.
But notice the difference between Genesis and Exodus. Genesis from their series against, what's it called? Northern, sitting so deep and being so passive to begin with. That's like the opposite of what we see from Exodus here. Exodus are taking the game to the favorites, Mucket EU. And I mean, seed-wise, Exodus are a higher seed than Mucket, but Mucket are the part of the big three. There was the big three European teams coming into this. They were Flipside, Northern Gaming, and Mucket EU. And everybody, you know, was expecting Mucket to show up and perform, especially because, you know, Pashy is a clutch player, or he has been in the future, in the past. Well played by Moses. I don't know where on earth. I need to see who this was. Is that Pashy? It is Pashy. Like, what's Pashy doing here? We got Turbo challenging here. Then, oh my, what is Pashy doing? He just bumped into Siki right there. I'll skip ahead again, but that's horrendous play by Pashy. You died. They were disappointed, but they were, you know, they were all right. I was hanging out with the Flipside boys after their loss, and they're fine. I think you'd be surprised. Most people would be very surprised, actually, how good spirits they were, how in good spirits they were.
Solid clear. Siki has to pick that one up and set it onto the wall. Here comes Garrett, keeping the pressure on. Turtle's there, pops it towards the backboard. Turbo intercepts and keeps it in the corner.
Turtle is known for his passing plays. He always, I've talked to him plenty of times. He, when he was on Vex, his previous team, he was always looking for teammates, and it has carried over into this team as well. He is giving Garrett and Moses many opportunities.
Yeah, this like shows how much believing in yourself to win a game actually matters at a LAN. Because Mucket, you were having a lot of internal issues. Like, I did not think that they were going to still be together as a team after the LAN, no matter what the result it was. Oh, it's another open net. Oh well. Difficult to see whose fault this is in the autocam, but there really should be somebody here to fill up this gap in the rotation. I don't know where the defender went, but there you go. How far do I think SA would have gone if they qualified? Probably 4th place. I should play more on GoPro? Absolutely not. Yeah, Rocket League's got huge potential in eSport, dude. Am I going to voice about Turbo and Mike Reels? I don't know any connection between Turbo and Mike Reels, my friend. Don't know what you're on about. Boost usage would be a very interesting statistic to delve into. I'd love to have that more accessible. Like, it's possible to go and look at boost usage and, you know, find those stats, but it's not easy. You know, there's nowhere like super easy. Oh my word. Oh my. I remember that. Like, that's nuts. The double post. I look sexy. Yeah, so do you, dude. Mike quitting and Turbo leaving? I don't think that. Well, I mean, Mike was always planning to retire from professional play after the LAN. This was kind of his swan song, and it was good to see that he played well right before his last professional game. Turbo wasn't having the greatest relations with his teammates, if I'm not mistaken. There's a good goal. I think at the LAN, Turbo is the best player for Mocket. That's a fantastic goal. Notice the quick recovery by Turbo. That's not easy to do in an Octane because of the wobbly nature of the landing sometimes. TFT were never orange team. No way. That's pretty funny. Wait, TFT were orange team against Kings. They were orange team in the last series. I'm pretty sure. In fact, I'm positive that they were.
You see a lot of hard clears right now. Sticky gonna put this on towards net. Some slow play from Moses and Garrett. They want to keep control. If they do a hard clear and just give it up to Mocket, they know they're going to be facing some more shots on goal.
There's been a lot of times this game where two players in Mocket get taken out of the game by a single clear, which is never a good thing. You don't want to get too close to your teammates in threes. It's a very basic concept, but something that people get wrong all the time. They just don't give their teammates enough space. When that happens, it becomes really confusing whose ball it is to go for. Because if two teammates are very close together, then it's a lot harder to know whose ball it is, and who should be pressuring the ball, who should be getting ready to follow up. So I think 1v1s will ever make it to the competitive scene? Yeah, but probably not in the same way as Threes has. Threes is a game mode that Psyonix and Twitch have decided to roll with, and that's cool, because it gets more people involved. The best player in LAN was Kuxer. Flipside should have won LAN. Nah, IBP fully deserved the victory. They beat Flipside in 2 best-of series, a best-of-5 and a best-of-7. They completely deserved it, more than any other team. Kux had the best like peak performance at LAN, but he also had some really big fails or flops, if you will. I think that the best player overall was probably Kronovi. But I'll have to... It's close. Like, it's somebody on IBP. I'm going to be paying a lot of attention to the games that IBP play in this review, so I can come out with a proper... Oh man. So I can come up with a proper assessment. Classic Mocket EU. Just like losing all game and then last second they get the equalizer. The comeback kings. Comeback kings, Pashi's teams have always been.
That was an incredible play. They find the offensive pressure they need right at the last moment. Turtle going to try and finish it in regulation, but not going to happen. Overtime in game number 1.
Overtime in game number 1. Both these teams fighting. They are. Oh, I'm so excited.
This is intense.
What's the context of what a big experience? Me, Marky Duda, and our friend Thomas were playing 3v3 with silly strategies on Marky's stream. And we were doing some stupid camera setting strategy where all our camera settings sucked and we barely lost a game to some challenger players. And the challenger players were so excited that they beat me and Marky. They were like, wow, can't believe that we won. And then one of the guys writes, what a big experience, with like 10 E's and full capitals, XD at the end. So I was just loving it, obviously. Pashi again with a just straight whiff in defense for no reason. Like, there's nothing more to say, it's just like he missed the ball. It's happened a few times. Did Matt's wife give us the American experience? What on earth does that mean? Was Cux nervous? Yeah, Cux was a little bit nervous, but you know, he was hanging out with me, Mike, Marky, Bipod. So he was more than fine. Pashi played so bad at LAN. Yeah, Pashi was probably the single worst performance at LAN. No question about it.
Siki, great interference, able to keep this pressure on. Finally, Moses gets it from him, sends it far into the orange. There's an opportunity, but Pashy is set up in goal.
He had a decent passing goal with Siki though, at least. Speaking of good passes, there we go. Fantastic pass to set this up.
He follows through off the backboard. So hard to defend. Look at how hard this hit is. This hit off the backboard. Turtle hits it so hard.
And putting it under the crossbar as well.
And Moses patiently following through with that ball, able to clench the overtime victory.
Trip back was smooth. No, dude. Flying west to east is a lot harder than flying east to west, man. We got ruined by jet lag on the way back. Absolutely ruined.
It's definitely not going to be easy. We see, I mean, that was overtime to the very end. Mocket putting up just as much pressure. Both teams playing really smart. If you notice, whenever it's starting to come into their half, you'll see somebody sitting in net, somebody sitting in the corner, somebody contesting the ball, and they're patient. They're not pulling anyone out of net. Both teams are doing it, actually.
Fire was the worst LAN player. Fire definitely wasn't playing very well, at least from what we've seen so far. We'll see what he does in his other games.
Absolutely, like you said, Mocket used such solid defensive rotations, always with someone in net.
Yeah, so Bizzle, I'll do all the games.
Turbo was there, but it just came down to that 1v1. What are they going to do? And Exodus was able to get it around Turbo, send it underneath him when he was predicting it to go high, and take the win in game one. This is what we want to see.
I mean, you can tell they're confident. The nerves are not hitting them that hard. These guys
This is what we want to see. The American caster bias is strong. That's what we like to see. There we go. Anybody else think that Moses looks a bit like Dogu? Or just me? This is Moses right here. Here we got Turbo, Pashy, Siki.
even on striking situation is just a terrible.
It's like a trophy. The trophy was really nice, I thought.
How to deal with it. But we didn't see a lot of those, so I think that if they're actually going to be able to make a few more of those opportunities.
This is like the VIP section at the back, behind the casters there on the left.
I told you I'm not going to predict. I don't want to do it.
We'll see what happens as we move forward.
Why is...
into game number
Man,
2. We're moving
get
on
the
to
predictions
Bansfield here.
out there, man.
Exodus with the 1-game lead so far.
Yeah, I'll definitely get Dapper involved, for sure. Dapper's a very good ones player, and I met Dapper at the LAN, that was fun. This little black kid with an afro walks up and says, "Hey Johnny, I'm Dapper." I was like, no way, what up? That's cool. Just met Dapper, dude. I think IBP deserved the win. Yes, tenfold.
You know, they were playing smart, playing relatively patient, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to be able to.
Pashy's a giant. Yeah, Pashy's the tallest pro player. He's like 6'6". Like, there was a lot of tall pro players, like Marky's 6'3". Olaf, Northern Gaming are 6 foot plus. Olaf, the Flying Dutchman, are 6 foot plus. Pashy, obviously Marky. I guess I was hanging out with the players all week. A lot was hanging out with the players all week. We're both 6 foot plus. There's only Mike, Cucks, Siki, Bipod, Killer number 7. They're all the guys who are less than 6 foot. Like, overall, the vast majority of EU guys are 6 foot or over, which is very, very tall. I saw that goal that we just saw was in somebody's top 10 goals of the LAN, and I'm like, what? Why? Like, okay, yeah, he flew up and hit the ball down, but I mean, it's just a bit of terrible defending from Pashy. It's a decent goal, but top 10 goals of the LAN? No way. Not even close. It's like a decent goal, but I mean, most players would score that. You'd expect most players to put that on target most of the time, so nah. You're 6'6" and you're 16? Wait, Devo, you're 16 years old? Are you Devo, Savage Devo? I did not know that you were that young, or that tall. You're 17 and 5'3", is that bad? No, nothing's bad.
He's one of those guys you can't really beat. He's a very, very smart mechanical player.
Moses and Garrett trying to push this one out of their own half.
That was the second best goal of the LAN to you? Are you kidding? No way. It just like rolled up the wall and then Mocket let it fall in front of their net and Moses put it on target. Or it was Turtle, I think it was, put it on target. It was like a decent goal. It was like a 6 out of 10 at best. There's way better goals at the LAN than that one. Former Savage Devo, yeah. No way. I thought you were older. I thought you were at university for some reason. So you're just at school, I guess, for another couple of years. That's cool. The more you know. Best goal off LAN was Cuxer. Cuxer had a couple of really, really good goals, but I think Over Zero's goal to win Game 4 against IBP was the best goal, just because of the situation and the pressure and like everything else involved. What a save. How quick he got up and straight down again. It's not that hard.
Just aggression. That first shot forcing Moses out of net, forcing Garrett to backflip it. Turbo able to get it around. No one able to get in net quick enough. Turtle trying to read it off the backboard.
Crow's 360 goal was the best? Nah. It was alright, but it wasn't the best. It was a good goal, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't the best goal.
It's a similar story to what we saw in game number 1, where Exodus gets the lead early, and then around halftime we see Maka come roaring back.
Like, I'm thinking best goal is when the defense does a decent job, and then it just goes in anyway. That was OverZero's goal for me. Flipside didn't really play it that badly. You know, they probably felt pretty unlucky as that went in, because they played it quite well. They defended it reasonably well. It's just OverZero played out of his mind to get that goal. It's like ridiculous. I'll show it next series. Don't worry.
A little bit of back and forth, a little bit more passive play coming out from both teams. Another team getting too close to the other team's net at this point. Both teams realizing how even this is. Moses keeps that one away. An excellent touch. Siki was coming roaring in to slam that one in.
If he hadn't touched that, Siki easily would have slammed that into net. And there would
I was expecting Mocket to pass the ball much better than they did. But then, after seeing all of their internal struggles and team issues, it's no real surprise that they struggled in the series. And what a pass right here from Turtle, by the way. This goal right here is better than the first goal in the series. This is a way better goal than the first goal that we saw in the series. These all going to need on YouTube? Yep. That goal right there is miles better than the first goal that we saw. Miles better. That pass was nuts.
146 left to go. They have the lead in game number 2. They have the lead in the series as well. We'll see if they're able to extend it here.
Yeah, the passing style of Exodus worked very well against Mocket's defensive strategy, and Mocket just were so disorganized. They were a mess, absolute mess. A bit of random camera work right there. Where was I sat in the crowd? I'll try and point myself out if I see the camera looking over at me. Well, that's just sick. Redirect was good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like, that's a great goal because the defense didn't even play too badly. Like, Flipside actually had a pretty high percentage defensive play going on, and it didn't matter because Latch's redirects were just that good. Good players see the casters, the audience? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Did I try any new foods? I don't think I tried anything new. We just had burgers, pizza, Mexican food, steaks, your everyday food as well, just like, you know, breakfast food and sandwiches and stuff like that, fruit. Like, the best food that we had was steaks at Smellsworth's house and Mexican food at Santa Monica. That was the 2 best meals by far. I think third best meal was like airport burger, which costs like $15 just for a burger. Like, American food's so expensive, it's crazy. Didn't go to Korean barbecue? No, we didn't get to go to Korean barbecue. We arrived a day late in LA because of flights being delayed and stuff like that. I'll talk about that later. Did I see the cameraman when he fell off stage? Not live, but I saw the video like 20 times. It's hilarious. In-Out Burger? Nope. Airport food is so expensive? Nah, American food is expensive, man. Yeah, airport food's expensive, but American food's expensive too. As soon as we landed in the UK, I got a sandwich from the, Edinburgh Airport in Scotland. It was like £2.50. That's like $3 or something. And then you buy the same thing in America, it'll be $10. It's like nuts. America is just like, they've got it all wrong. They're charging so much for food and drink, closing their food and drink places so early at night as well.
There hasn't been a lot of stressful opportunities on Exodus in that, but same with Market either. I mean, really, Exodus just took advantage of like a one-shot opportunity.
Oh yeah, I've heard Italy's pretty good to eat. Yeah, LA is pretty high cost of living, I've heard. But we were in New York and Chicago as well. It was all pretty expensive.
He is playing very consistently. I mean, consistency is the biggest thing in Rocket League. Absolutely. You can get the touches you need when you need them. That's the biggest thing. And Market here and there, we see a little weak touches. Not
all right, I'll try In-N-Out Burger if I can.
But if they can start making those connects, it is not going to be easy for Exodus.
So we'll see how it moves forward.
Everywhere else in America, Cheeseman? Well, we were in New York and Chicago as well. That was pretty expensive. well, New York Airport, Newark Airport, and Chicago Airport, and Doubletree Hotel in Chicago were all very expensive anyway. This guy's like anti-America, LOL. I mean, I just tell it like it is, dude. You don't like that, then too bad. Because I'm the only one who's going to be speaking right here, and you're going to listen. Crow's roasting Gibbs is good. Yeah, Crow had some fantastic roasts. He was really good. Crow's definitely a huge net positive to Rocket League. I have a lot of respect for the guy. Will I be doing games as subs at some point in the future? Probably not playing. I might cast it, but I don't want to play games because that's just like, I don't know. Nobody wants to watch that. Nobody wants to watch me play games as subs, but I'm sure people might want to watch me do sub wars or something where I cast my subs against somebody else's subs. You know, that I could do that. We'll probably do something like that in the future. They're the 1%? Yeah, I got it. I'm sure that there's like cheap food in America and other states, but we went to like literally the 3 biggest places, and
wait,
is Mike here? Is Mike in my chat? Oh, what up, Mike? Easy diarrhea from In-N-Out Burger? Alright, I'll take your word for it over random Twitch chat. One hell of a poo. How you doing, by the way, Mike? You reacclimatized to the UK and Ireland and everything involved. Life on our side of the Atlantic. Did I play Rocket League? Not much when I'm streaming, but I'll probably stream my gameplay at some point. Like, I haven't played Rocket League in a long time, like over a week, because I don't know. I've just been overdosing on Rocket League spectating. That's just so greedy by Siki to try and go for an outplay right there. He's basically saying, I'm going to cut this ball infield. If Garrett goes for the infield dunk, he scores. If he doesn't, he's out the game. That doesn't seem like a good, you know, a good deal to me. It's like all you're getting if Garrett predicts the wrong side is he's out the game, and you're probably still going to have to beat Turtle and Moses. That's a good save by Siki, though. But yeah, real risk by Siki to go for an infield dribble when he's the last man. And literally any dunk is a goal, probably. Yeah, Mike, I got ruined by jet lag. I got absolutely ruined by jet lag after we stayed up all night last night, and then like I couldn't sleep on the airport. Fell asleep as soon as I got home on the couch from like midday till 5. Couldn't sleep all night, and then it was just like the wrong way around. All my joints are aching from the plane. Like flying the other way, like west to east, is so much worse than flying east to west. Do I think Flipside shot on target too much? Yeah, you're not wrong. Flipside kind of played into IBP's defensive strategy where they were just crowding the goal, making it difficult to get goals in. And Flipside didn't pass the ball as much as they should have. We'll see that next series, hopefully. We'll take a little look at why Flipside were struggling to score. But that was like only one of their problems. Their biggest problem was actually just giving up too many counter-attack goals. They didn't, you know, they didn't stop IBP's counter-attack very well in either of the series. You missed story time? Now story time's coming after the VOD reviews. We're going to watch this series, and then IBP versus Flipside, then I'll do story time. And we'll take it from there. We'll see. Maybe I'll be done streaming, maybe not.
Try and push this one around. Moses with a pass up to Garrett. A nice setup. See if anyone can finish that one off. Siki puts it right down, and Moses is able to finish 2-0 for Exodus.
It just doesn't ever look like Mocket are going to score, you know? Mocket just not hitting the ball very well. That's a complete whiff by Siki. It's just so strange. Like, Siki actually had a terrible LAN as well. It wasn't just Pashy. Like, Siki had a really, really bad LAN. Both the goals have been his fault this game. Both the goals have been his fault. Who's going to replace Mike? I don't know, dude. We'll see. What a save.
This man is a defensive machine.
They are rotating back quick. Like you said, the defensive rotations are tight. But right here, they see a mistake.
Turbo was alright. He had a decent LAN.
Shows exactly why you can go from the perfect rotation, one tiny person not, and coming right in.
You had Garrett and Turtle both go up for that one. Moses was on that third rotation trying to get back. Not going to happen. 50 seconds left. Makadiu only needs one to force overtime. Turbo pulses, sends someone to the far side. Pashy is there and able to push it into the blue, but Moses rotates up from the back, sends it towards the net. Now Siki on the back wall. Gonna try and push this one away. Gets it past Moses. Down
It's a bit opportunistic by Moses. Siki's definitely hitting that ball most of the time. But I mean, they could afford to do that when they're up by a goal, I guess. But I don't know. I wouldn't. Mocket have not looked incredibly threatening. Exodus should just be like playing off Mocket's misplays at this point because they're coming in abundance.
Genesis and Northern Gaming, yes.
I'm just like so into this game, I can't even, my brain's like just not working anymore.
Oh, that's risky.
They really want to get
Like, that's like, I love that they added that to the game. Like, if somebody bumps you and then you dodge, your momentum from the bump doesn't carry forward. It's great. I love it.
Final second, they're going to have to make a full court carry if they want to make this happen. Siki to Pashy. They're up on the air. Turbo up again. Now Pashy going to try and push this one over, but Turtle's going to try and shut this one down. Garrett sends it into the far corner, and 3-0 is our series for Exodus.
Exodus able to take down Mocket in a 3-0 victory.
I was very surprised that this was 3-0. I mean, all the goals were within one goal. All the games were within one goal, rather. But I was very surprised that Mocket couldn't even get one. Exodus just looked more threatening in attack. They didn't whiff the ball as much in defense, so no surprise. And like as a team, they were far more together and like I guess Mocket were just really struggling as a team. They had a lot of internal issues, and it showed in their performance.
Not over though yet for Makadiu. They dropped down to the lower bracket. They'll be joining Genesis down there. And they've got a long road ahead of them, but we will absolutely see them at least one more time today, and hopefully more in the series or into the tournament. We'll see.
Stop with the EU NA bashing, dude. Like, let's all publicly trash talk everyone. Whoa, man.
Here's Johnny.
Oh, it scares me, dude. The Par Har 101. Thanks for the sub, dude. I really appreciate it. I think we're up to like 55 subs now. That's insane. I need to get that up on my screen somehow, but like I've got it here. It says 0 out of 10. That's a lie. I don't know why it doesn't work. It just doesn't work at all.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Guys, give it up for Garrett G and the crew of Exodus. What a performance.
Garrett G, this boy's 15 years old. Like Garrett and Turtle are so well spoken for their age. It's good to see.
And one thing that James said was that you put in so many hours into this game. In fact, you were the first grand champion, if I'm correct.
I was, yeah. Now I'm the first to rank the champion in a week. So
Nice. So
Like, Garrett right here says, and now I'm the first to D-rank to champion from Grand Champion. And Golden Boy, I think, didn't pick up on the fact that he's self-deprecating, and he's just like, nice, that sounds good. Champion, I love it. Oh, yeah. Garrett.
obviously, it's
But Garrett, nobody picked up on it. Garrett's actually just like made fun of himself, and he doesn't. And nobody picks up.
I think it goes without saying, right? You guys have definitely put the work in for this event. What was it about this NA-EU matchup, right? I mean, Mocket, a lot of people said they're the big three. They're a scary team. I'm assuming no fear on your guys' end.
yeah, we reviewed a lot of replays, and last night we actually did too. We know they're like a really good counterattack team, so we had to keep our rotations really tight.
And also helped that Moses was like, a god when it came to the saves. So that was also really helpful. So now moving on into the bracket, you're going to face off against Northern Gaming, another EU powerhouse. This is a big matchup. How you feeling against this team?
I definitely think we can take it if we keep him tight like we did that time. I think we can definitely.
All right.
Oh,
so
Garrett's so
any final words for
nervous.
these amazing people,
What a
people
cutie.
watching at home?
Stay tuned.
Oh, stay tuned. All right. Well, guys, give it up for Garrett G. We're going
I
to
love
toss it
Goldboy.
over to the analysts. Take it away.
Golden Boy's
Thanks,
so
Golden
good.
Boy. Awesome hearing from Oh My Garrett.
What a guy.
And Exodus. Oh my gosh. In the first match, we see the team from Europe sweep it, and now we're seeing the team from the Americas sweep it.
North America's here. They're ready to play.
Really, Cheese Man. That's interesting, dude. Chewing gum is a good way to fight nerves because your brain interprets that you're eating and you mustn't be in immediate danger. I've never heard of that before, but it sounds good. I love it. I like that a lot. I'm going to tell people that, and they're going to think that I sound smart because that, you can't really argue with that, You're just like, yeah, it sounds intuitive. I'm going to tell people that and pretend that I'm clever.
as you talk about with the
What fantastic defending at the end here. Look at this. They're just like, right, guys, we got literally 2 seconds left. Let's just not concede. We've got the game in the bag, and then they come in like, kaboom! Like, Garrett and Turtle. Whoa! Oh no.
They know how to score with like 3 seconds left, no matter what game it is. And Pashy came up huge, but Moses.
It's a big whiff by Turbo right there. It's tough to go up for those. I don't think players practice that enough. You know, I really think that players should be in free play doing trainer packages where you're sitting in net, the ball hits off the backboard, and you have to go up early and like hit the ball when it's like half blind. Like you can't see the ball and the player at the same time. You've either got to turn off ball cam so you can see the encroaching opponent, or turn on ball cam so you can see the ball and not see the opponent.
Oh yeah, yeah, that pass up the wall. Turtle somehow able to make that go in, and then again.
You fools.
Yeah,
Chewing gum.
We're doing a great job passing in the offensive end. And
It is an interesting fact though.
defense, I felt like Market in general was having a tough time.
What if it tastes disgusting? Like gum can taste horrible after a while. I'm one of these people that I'll buy a pack of gum and I'll just eat the whole packet and I'm like, oh no, what have I done? I've just got this massive blob of chewing gum now. Like, ugh. Put it in the bin. In the bin.
They contested almost every ball in the air. You saw every time Mockett had that ball
I won.
lifting out in front of the net, somebody was up contesting it and wouldn't let the shot go in. So really impressive.
Well, you guys are super loud and awesome audience, and I want to give you just more chances to do that. So let's give it up for our MVP from that match from Exodus, Moses.
Moses,
Defense.
the Dogu lookalike.
Out of this world, and he would had that clutch overtime goal in game 1. He's the third man on rotation.
Oh, Scheist, is that PRL Scheist? The boy. I'll be telling a story about PRL Scheist after I'm done this review stream.
Moses was there like a brick wall.
Yeah, he was an anchor, kind of like you when you were on iBuyPower, right?
Wait, I used to play? Wait, I'm not playing later?
You're next on stage.
Hey, Lamau.
Change to your jersey.
All right, let's go.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. RLCS International Final. Thank you guys for watching. We got plenty more action.
If subscribing wasn't monthly, you would subscribe to like everybody. What if it was just like a one-time thing?
So stay tuned, guys. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Fast forward. Well, that would have saved a lot of time. A whole load of like 20 seconds. Fast forward, please. Well, let's see. What is this?